Good morning. How are you? I'm headed off to physical therapy. Yeah, I got physical therapy for like half hour this morning on that left knee, and then I get to go back to another electrical job today. So I did the 2003 Lincoln Town Car yesterday. Charging issue that it was having, PCM control for the generator, and then right before that, I installed a module in a battery draw vehicle that I was working on and off, that I ended up figuring out the keyless entry module was what was causing the draw. Then right after that, the boss says, "Hey, I got another good one for you. Can you look at this?" Another tech looked at it and put a blower motor in it. The blower motor was working for a while, and now the blower motor don't work no more. Can you figure out what's going on? So before I left last night, I tried to get an idea on kind of where I was going with things. Check fuse is good. Check control side fuse is good. Check relay's good. With the switch turned on to a mode position and then the fan speed turned on, you are getting residual voltage to the supply pin going to the blower motor. But as soon as you take the connector and plug it into the load, it's gone. The power's gone. Whatever residual amount of voltage was there, it's not there. It's gone. So we talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. I think I have a supply side issue somewhere. I think something shorted out or grounded out somewhere, taking up most of the residual load that is there. And the problem is, I'm losing it when I plug it into the load, the motor, the blower. So I need to figure out today, is what I'm looking forward to, is when I get to work, I'll be working on the blower in a 99 Super Duty to try to figure out what's going on with the supply, or what's going on with the ground. Something shorted somewhere, chewing up the load as soon as you plug it in, or chewing up what residual voltage and amperage is there. So I'm gonna have to go through that. I've had a lot on my mind about career choices lately, and you guys know I have my own place. I share it with somebody else, and he kind of threw something my way recently, and one of the business partners that was in on the facility is no longer there anymore. He's not a business partner anymore. So what ended up happening is it left one guy to take care of the facility by himself. And I had approached him and I asked him, I said, would you be interested in us being business partners together? We basically own and run the shop together. And he said, I'd love that, man. That would be awesome. Your skill set and my skill set, and me, having a lot of knowledge on the import world, and you having a lot of knowledge on the American side, we could do a lot of work here. I said, yeah, the facility's large enough. There's a whole parking lot full of spaces and stuff where people can park. Any kind of types of projects, special projects we want to take on. We have enough bays to get the work done. And it's nice to have somebody else help pay for things and you not pay for it all by yourself. And he was really excited about that idea. That was thrown at me. And I'm not going to lie to you. There was let's just put it this way. There was another person that had approached me. I did not accept the work. You guys let me know what you think. I did not accept the work at all. But the guy approached me and said, I'd be willing to pay you what you're making now if you come work for my custom shop. Hourly, not flat rate anymore. Medical benefits, all that other stuff, all taken care of. But what you're making now, I'll pay you. And you'll be working on 40s model, 50s model, 60s model Fords and Chevrolets and Chryslers and old Jaguars, and You do a lot of old custom repair stuff, a lot of metal fabrication, bracket fabrication, engine work, suspension work on some of these old. Sometimes we're doing custom builds for people where we're setting up and notching a vehicle for a drag setup assembly that needs to go in. And he said, I have 3 master techs and I have 3 semi-skilled techs, but I'd really like to have 1 to 2 more master techs. And he said, I started this business 40 years ago and it's kind of grown into what it is today. It's very nice, very, very well known in the community. A lot of people know the guy is just really, and he said, I could use somebody like you really bad, man. You have like a skill set and everything that I could put to use here. And I said, let me think about this, man. I haven't spoke to anybody about it yet. I haven't even seen, I know my management's going to see that. I didn't accept this stuff yet, but there's nothing wrong with talking to people in case things go south. You guys know that my left knee I have some issues with my left knee, and it ain't doing very good. Even though I'm focusing on losing weight, and I have been losing weight, I'm going to physical therapy, and I'm doing everything because of my work-related injury that just recently happened. Over the next few years, I'm going to end up needing a total knee replacement. Something that more than likely would have crept up in the future, but this work-related issue where somebody fell into my leg and hyperextended it has really made it show its face and aggravate me daily being at work. And because a lot of it is all still intact and there's just joint damage, they don't want to do anything about it yet. I have to think about my health. I have to think about what's stable for me. One of the biggest issues that I'm having right now is the fact that, let's say for instance Thursday I can book 12, 13 hours, 14 hours. But Friday I don't make anything because Friday was a diag day. And then come Monday you go into work and it's another diag day. And then Tuesday you're expecting some of your parts to start showing up, but they don't start showing up because everything's on back order, we can't get it, or it's coming out of Detroit or whatever. So those hours or those days that you've diagnosed and set everything up has now set you back. And you have to wait for your work to come in. So those days are over. The work for those days are over. Yes, you are getting paid ultimately in the future, but those days you did not get paid for. You set yourself up for future days that you could get paid for, but those days just bump out. And a lot of people look at it as, oh, well, that's just a given. That it all evens out. No, it doesn't. If you're not getting paid the days that you're working your diag, setting yourself up in the future is great. You can make as much money as you potentially can with what you're given, but also at the same time, those days are gone. You ate up the time for that day. You didn't get paid for that day. If you're not hourly, so there's days where you don't do anything. You don't make anything. You'll hear some of the other techs in the shop that are always busy say, damn, I only booked 2 hours today. I've been here for 10 hours. So here's also my situation. I have to drive an hour and 15 minutes to work every day, and then I have to drive an hour and a half home in traffic. Sometimes an hour and 45 minutes, depending on what's going on. That's 2.5 to 3 hours every single day driving that I can't get back, that I don't get paid for, with no guarantee to go to work and actually make money because the parts didn't come in, or I got the wrong parts, or the customer decided to pull out of the job, back out of the job, and then you don't get paid for it. Or stuff's on back order. Or you're being fed electrical and programming jobs all the time that you always can't get paid 100% on. I have 2 options right now, or 3 options. 4 options. Continue doing what I'm doing and just grind it out with no guarantee of pay and just keep driving 3 hours a day, losing tons of time. Go to my own shop where I know I'm going to have a bunch of you guys as customers. I already know I have people that want to come see me and have me work on their stuff and are guaranteed clients, and do my own thing, potentially making 2 to 3 times the amount of money that I'm making now. Go work for the specialty guy that does the metal fabrication, stuff like that, and you get in new vehicles as well. You see, we don't turn down work. We're a mobile repair place, but we're also part of a dealership auto group. So if you ever wanted to go to the dealership and progress there, you could always progress there as well. But again, it's a very, very nice hourly wage, guaranteed, 40 hours, full time, no weekends. But then the other option is Caterpillar. Caterpillar. I know a buddy that works at Caterpillar. He's a service manager, and I know I could get in at Caterpillar somewhere. I think their union, they make 45, 47 an hour or something like that. But for some reason, I keep getting drawn back to, why don't you just do your own thing? Go to your own shop. You already have the shop. You already have all the space. You already have all the lifts. You already have all the tools and stuff. You already have everything that you possibly need right now, and all you're literally doing is paying rent. Everything's all set up, and you'd share the expenses for the utilities. Why don't you just go do your own thing? My health is what's driving this, and it doesn't seem that it's going to get any better. Weight-wise and health-wise, I'm doing better there. I'm going to the gym every day. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling better. My knee's not going to get any better. And honestly, I'm tired of dealing with all these new electrical issues and things that people are unable to diagnose themselves, and then I end up having to do it because I'm the electrical and diet guy. I'd rather be doing that for myself, getting paid $150 an hour than working for somebody else making a third of that, a quarter of that, whatever it may be, and then more of that even going to taxes. I'm struggling right now because I'm ethically and morally, I'm in a spot where I'm trying to figure out exactly where my life needs to go, and this is the point where I have to do it. So over the next few months, I'm going to have to figure out where I want to go. And I somehow keep coming back to just go off and do your own thing. You already have everything set up for it. Just do it, because you don't get a bunch of these chances. And when it happens, you may just have to take that chance. Yeah, so there's been a lot on my mind lately. I just wanted to share that with you guys and be open with you and I've been talking to my family a little bit about it, and I didn't want to hold it from them. I wanted to talk to them first, and now I've shared it with you guys because I think I owe that to you guys. You guys have been part of my life now for a few years, and just trying to keep you in the loop with what's going on and what's churning around up here. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. I'll be blessed. Have a great day.